Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Alright, so how's everyone today?
We're feeling okay naman po.
Okay, it's good to know that you are all doing great today. Before anything else, let us all stand up and pray to our prayer leader, Miss Jessica. Kindly proceed here in front.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Your Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Amen. So before you take your seat, kindly pick up those pieces of paper under and beside your chairs. And kindly arrange your chairs properly. Okay, now you may now pick your seat. Okay, may I ask who is absent today, Ms. Secretary?
No one is absent today, Mom.
Okay, I'm glad that you are all present today. It seems that you are all willing to learn a new lesson.
During our discussion, to know if you are all catching up, when I say, is it clear, you will respond, for the go, for the go. Is it clear?
For the go, for the go.
Alright, to test our knowledge, we have here a simple game entitled Guess What? On the mechanics of our game, we have two groups. The right side will be the group 1 and the left side will be the group 2. And we have here three levels. We have here the easy, moderate, and difficult. Each level have 4 pictures. In each pictures of that, we have here to determine what word is the picture shown. And we have here a scrambled letter. This scrambled letter helps you to determine which word is we need to determine. Is it clear?
For the go, for the go.
Okay. Each group have bond paper. We have here colored paper, and this colored paper will write here your answer. Here are for the group 1, and here are for the group 2. So are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so if you are ready, let's start our game. So we have here the easy level. So are you ready for the question 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So here are the first word, and here are the clue for the first word. I will give you 10 seconds to determine what is the word needed in your picture. Okay? The timer will start now. So, alright, is everyone okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Show your answer in 3, 2, 1. Yes, that's right. The correct answer for our number 1 is DNA. Right.
Wow.
Each group have 1 point. Okay. So, alright, here we are on our last question. The group 1 have scored 4 points and the group 2 have scored 4 points. Oh, you are eager to fight for the 5 points, huh? So, let's proceed to the next. So, here we are in the hard level. Here we are in our hard level. So, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so here are the picture and here are the clue for you to determine that. So alright, you have your 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the 10 seconds is done. Oh, I see that your answer was different. Here are the ramifications and
all about DNA, RNA structure, its replication and function. Alright, so we have encountered the word DNA, blueprint, molecule, sequence, and also the replication. These 5 words class are actually complementary for us to understand our lesson for today. Is it clear?
For the go.
Okay, so anyone can tell me the meaning of DNA? Okay, so what is the meaning of DNA? Alright, yes, Miss Jessica.
It is deoxyribonucleic acid.
Alright, so thank you, Miss Jessica. Very well said. Okay, let's give Miss Jessica a Heron's law. Do you know Heron's law, class?
No, sir.
No, so allow me to demonstrate it first. Is it like 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. For the go. Okay, so tayo nga. Okay, so thank you, Miss Jessica. How about RNA? So, what is the meaning of RNA? So, yes, Mr. Jericho?
Is it ribonucleic acid?
Okay, that's correct. So, bigyan natin si Mr. Jericho and her as well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For the go. So, thank you, class. Your answer is actually correct in terms of defining what DNA and RNA means. So DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid, and also the RNA means ribonucleic acid. So in our screen, these are the components of a DNA and also an RNA. So let us all dig into our lesson. Are you guys excited for today?
Yes.
Are you guys excited for today?
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Jessica, please read the screen.
Phosphate group, sugar, deoxyribose, and nitrogen base RNA.
Wow. So these 3, the phosphate group, the sugar deoxyribose, and the nitrogen base adenine, is actually the components of a DNA and RNA. Now, these are the building blocks also of the DNA. DNA is the blueprint of life. Do you guys believe that DNA is the blueprint of life?
Yes.
How so? It is because the DNA contains every genetic information we all have, even if it is in hair, in our skin color, or also in our behavior. It is genetically passed from our parents. So which means DNA is proven that it is the blueprint of life. Okay, and also DNA contains the 3 or the nucleotides, what we call. So nucleotides is actually complementary and important for us to understand this DNA. So this is the nucleotide. So you're wondering, what are these shape? This shape is actually a representation of the parts and components of a DNA. This is the phosphate group, this is the sugar group, and this is the nitrogen bases. And these 3 are what we call the nucleotides. Okay, anyone, what are the 3 components or the nucleotides? Yes, Miss Mary.
Phosphate group, sugar deoxyribose, and nitrogen base.
Yes, correct. So let's give Miss Mary a round of applause. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Way to go. Yes. So which means this is what we call the nucleotides. And in our definition of DNA composed of sequence and parallel of nucleotides. So which means it is in sequence and in chain. Okay, so in phosphate group, deoxyribose and nitrogen bases, in our nitrogen bases, we can observe here that there is 4 components, which is the adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. So these components is what we call the nitrogen bases. So later on, on, we will discover how these components connect to each other. Okay, so earlier we also defined the word or the operation of RNA. Now, do you guys can see the difference between RNA and DNA in our screen? Here is the DNA. Okay, so you got that? And this is the RNA. So do you think, guys, or class, what is the difference? Yes, Miss Mary?
Sa nitrogen bases po ng DNA, ang nakalagay po doon is thymine na kapartner po ng adenine. Pero sa RNA po, ang kapartner naman po ng adenine is uracil.
Okay, so thank you, Miss Mary. That is a great answer. And that's also correct. So let's give Miss Mary a hand clap again. Where to go? Is it clear?
Where the go?
Okay, so you're all listening still. Miss Mary is correct to what she has said. That in RNA, the thymine in DNA will be replaced with uracil. Okay, is it clear?
Where the go?
Alright, so the order or nitrogen bases code specify what protein and images that we all need to determine if we are talking about DNA and RNA. Now, if we will write the DNA in a flat surface, we can all say that T or okay, the thymine is paired with adenine. And adenine is also paired with thymine, cytosine with guanine, and adenine also with thymine. Now, I will stop here because you can all already see the screen. The question is here, how can these components connect to each other? Do you guys can see these lines? Yes. Do you guys can see these lines, class? Okay, this line's representation of hydrogen bond, which means that this nitrogen bases creates nitrogen bond, or hydrogen bond rather, hydrogen bond to connect with other nitrogen bases and connect with the deoxyribose sugar and also to their phosphate group. That's how the DNA connects to each other, okay, through hydrogen bond. But what if, or how about the phosphate group connecting to the sugar? They're connecting to sugar because the phosphate group, or the components of phosphate group creates covalent bond to connect with the sugar. Is it clear?
Where the go?
Okay, so what kind of bond does nitrogen bases create?
Hydrogen bond.
Wow! So can we give ourselves a hand clap? Where to go? So now I have here in front a very good representation of DNA. So can anyone assist me to perform this? Okay, Miss Mary. Oh, okay. Let's go here in front. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so through this we will see that DNA is in sequence and also they're creating long chain. Okay, so Miss Mary. Okay, so can you class see this? Yes. Okay, so thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you for your help. Okay. This proves to us that DNA is in a chain form. Now, these building blocks or the components of DNA and RNA is actually complementary to each other for it to create a long chain. Okay, is it clear?
Where the go?
Alright. Alright, so do you wonder that our body is composed of many DNA cells? Are you agree with that? Are you agree with that? composed of our body, when in fact that this is so small. It is in the form of DNA replication. Our DNA actually replicates itself. Replicates itself in a way that it is creating a newly copied, the exact copy of the original one. Okay? So which means that our body contains a lot of DNA that is exactly like the original. Okay? Alright? Is it clear? Alright. Okay, so our DNA replicates itself to the process where the original replicates to identical copy of DNA molecule are produced. It is called replication. So, can also anyone again assist here in front for us to see. Okay, thank you, Ms. Jessica and Mr. Jessica. So this is the representation of DNA replication. Okay, but today our discussion will lie more focused on the DNA and RNA. So this replication is just a glimpse for our next discussion. Okay, so Jericho, can you pull? Mr. Jericho, can you pull? Alright, so again, alright, so thank you, Ms. Jessica and Mr. Jericho. You may now see it. Okay, we can all see that the nitrogen bases, these are the nitrogen bases, are separating to each other. Why? They are separating each other for them to create another pair of DNA structure. So when they're separated, the processes will include the replication themselves. Okay? So we will not focus on the phases of replication, but this is just a glimpse for us to understand the DNA and RNA. In the representation that we have discussed with Mr. Jericho and Ms. Jessica, we can all say that these nitrogen bases are separating to each other to create another set of nitrogen bases to create another DNA cell. Now, this is a good representation for us to understand the differences between DNA and RNA. So when they are here, they are paired to each other. That's what we call the DNA. Okay? So they are paired the double helix. So okay, that's a very good fact that DNA is a double helix. But when we pull, or Mr. Jericho pulled this, they become separated to each other, and these two will become the RNA, because RNA is a single helix component. Alright, so thank you, Ms. Jessica. Again, so what are the three components of DNA and RNA? Yes, Mr. Jericho?
We have nitrogen base, phosphate group, and sugar, right?
Okay, so we have in DNA the phosphate group, the sugar deoxyribose, the nitrogen bases. But in RNA, we have the phosphate group, sugar deoxyribose, and but sugar ribose. But here we have the nitrogen bases. Okay. Alright, so let's go back again here. Now that we have the knowledge of the differences and the sense of DNA and RNA, so is there any question or clarification? Class? Yes, Miss Jessica, you're raising your hand. Yes? Okay, it's alright.
Does DNA only exist in human?
That's a very good question. Does DNA only exist in human? So DNA is not limited to human. Okay, that's a great knowledge, everyone. Every species and living organism has or have a DNA. So is it clear, class? Okay, so other question, clarification? Alright, so Now let us have an activity. So your group or your previous group earlier will be your group today. So two groups, the group 1 and the group 2. But before we proceed to our activity, let us have the DNA and RNA identification sample. So you will tell me if I'm writing as DNA or RNA. So, okay. So this sample, can you tell me if this pairs is DNA or RNA? Is this DNA or RNA?
DNA.
DNA. So why so? Can anyone tell me why they have said that this is a DNA pairs? Yes, Mr. Jericho.
Because adenine paired with thymine, sir.
Okay, that's correct. Because adenine is paired with thymine. Earlier in our discussion, we have discovered, or I have discussed, that when we are talking about DNA, adenine is paired with thymine.
Yes.
Okay, so how about this? What if this thymine becomes uracil? Okay, so what is this now? Yes, Miss Mary.
It's become RNA.
RNA. Because in our discussion, we have said that we are talking about RNA. The adenine is paired with the uracil. Okay, so I think class you're all ready for our activity today. So our activity today is a group activity where you will all pair the nitrogen bases, the sugar group, and the phosphate group in a sequence. So I have here a pieces of parts where there is the phosphate group, sugar group, and nitrogen bases. All you have to do is pair them with a correct sequence. Understood? So here is the pieces of your group 1, and this is the pieces of group 2. So you will also pass it for today. Okay? So you may now all proceed pair your each. Okay, so if you guys understood the pairs of our DNA and RNA, you will all get the correct and same answer.
Wait lang. Sabihin mo, I'll give you 5 minutes to do that.
Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, class, 5 minutes is over. May I see your group activity? Okay, so group 1. Okay, adenine is paired with thymine. Okay, thymine. Alright, so group number 1 is correct and have come up with the correct answer. Okay, group number 2. Alright, they also got the correct answer. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. So we have all learned in our discussing DNA and RNA reception and replication.
Okay, now, let's watch a video of how DNA replicates through an audio-visual presentation. And take note that after watching the video, I will ask you a question related to what we will be watching. Is it clear? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, I hope you know that the important details. Now, can anybody tell me, based on the video that we have watched, how is DNA useful in modern life? Okay, everyone? Okay, Miss Marisa.
DNA used as a forensic tool to identify criminals and solve problems.
Very good, Miss Marisa. Now, let's give Miss Marisa a round of applause. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, aside from its medical uses, the fact that DNA is unique to each individual. This is by the forensic criminal to identify the criminal and also to remain the missing person, and also the DNA also used to help in livestock and plants. In addition, the base of the video that we can see earlier that the big Okay, let's give also Miss Jessica. And your round of applause. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, for the go, for the go. Okay, an example of that is a gene therapy, which is a rare example of a DNA, which is they preserve a gene of a human so that they can formulate the DNA. And then also, the example of the illness is the Huntington disease, which are this is the diseases that is a rare diseases. Then it attacks on our brain, and then the Huntington disease is a very rare disease, which is there is no cure. So through DNA and formulating and experimenting with medicines and vaccines, we recognize and also the right way of diagnosing people or patient. Is it clear, class?
Yes.
How can you connect our discussion today about the DNA replication in your daily life? Yes, Ms. Clarissa?
We can connect our life as it shows us how connecting to other people is important, especially how we expand and cultivate ourselves, like DNA that replicates itself for the betterment of the organism.
That's impressive. Replication helps the inheritance process by transferring the genetic material from one generation to another. Therefore, it is required for the growth, repair, and regeneration of the tissue of the living organism. Is everybody still catching up?
Yes, ma'am.
Now get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer this question. Pass your paper.
Before we ended our discussion, let me have your ideas and thoughts about some words that we talk about in our discussion. I have here a bowl of words and I will pass it and play a song. When the song stops, the student hold the bowl will pick one word and share her thoughts and ideas about it. Ready, class? Okay, class, let's start. Okay, Sandra, what word did you pick?
DNA
What is DNA?
is the hereditary material in humans and almost all other organisms.
Okay, very good. Okay, class, as we all see, all of you understand our lesson for today. And before we leave, let me give you your assignment. In your previous group, you will assign to make DNA structure and this will be passed on our next meeting. Understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, class dismissed.